we are discussed in the earlier video the basic data types that are int, float, complex, boolean and string. Now we have to discuss here a important concept is called as type casting. So here we convert one type of value to another type. This conversion is called as type casting or type coercion. Coersion. Type coercion. The following are the various built-in functions of the typecasting that are integer, float, complex, bool, and string. We see here we can use this function to convert values from one type to other type. If suppose I have given x equal to 123.98. So here I want to convert this into integer int of, and I want to print x. Now what will happen? Let's see here. It gives 123. Means whatever the precision values are there, it removes by converting this floating point into integer. So if suppose I want to convert, so the conversion from floating to integer is allowed. If suppose, I have given here 3 plus 3 plus 5j. I want to convert this complex into integer. It allows or not, we see here by executing this program. Now it is giving error. It is type error, which is int argument must be a string or byte like object, a real number, not a complex number. Means we cannot convert complex into integer. We have to keep in mind. If suppose I have given true, which will convert or not? It will convert. See here. So we are converting this boolean type into integer by using int true. So suppose I am giving false, it gives a value as 0. And also we can convert string into integer. We can convert string into integer. See here. So I want to convert 10.4 in the string format into integer, which allows or not, we see here. So here it gives an error. So the normal 10.4 is converted into integer. So converted into integer as a 10, but the string whatever giving 10.4, which cannot be converted into the integer. The value error is giving, that is invalid letter for integer with base 10 as 10.4. This means the floating points, without giving double quotes, it will convert into integer, but if we are giving in the double quotes, it will not be converted. See here, which gives invalid literal value. Invalid literal. Okay, next we see another thing. So if suppose I am giving int of 10, it will convert into the 10. No, the strings cannot be converted into integer. So we have to keep in mind here. So if suppose I am giving boolean type, means 0 b 10, like that, binary into decimal format, and which also cannot be converted. So we have to keep in mind we can convert from any type to int except to complex type. If you want to convert string type to int type, compulsory string should contain only integral values, means 10, the base 10, 10, 20, like this. See, we can see now type conversion in the float. So here I have given x equal to float of 10. So normally which is a base 10 float value which is not having any decimal here. Now I am converting this 10 into float. Now it gives 10.0. As same as integer, it cannot convert complex into float. We see with this example here. So same error we got here, type error. Float argument must be a string or real number, not a complex. If suppose I am giving float equal to float of, so not equal to float of true, what the results we will expect here? Can you guess? 1 or anything else? We see here 1.0 because we are converting into floating point. If suppose I am giving here false, false is always 0. So in the form which in the which format we are converting into float, means which output we will expect here? Here we will expect 0.0. So like this it will convert. If suppose I am converting 10 in the as form of the string, it convert into 10.0. I can give 10.4. It will take because it is a floating point. That's why it will take, and it will not convert into uh, strings into means letters. Strings means nothing but letters. Letters into float. We see with this example, I have given float of in the English letters 10. So it will convert to 10? No, because it could not convert string to float. The string is here 10. If suppose I am giving a binary format 0B10, the binary format also will not convert. In the integer and in the float, the only difference is it allowing 10.5 in the strings. And the important points here, we have to convert any type of value to float type except complex type. Whenever we are trying to convert string type to float type, compulsory string should be either integral or floating point literal and should be specified only with the base 10. So we can see the complex type. So how can we convert into complex? We're having the keyword is called complex. So initially I am giving 10. 10 plus 0j. So complex of 10, it gives 10 plus 0j. If suppose I am giving 10.5, it gives 10.5 plus 0j. 10.5 plus 0j. If suppose I am giving true, if suppose I am giving true, true means 1, 1.0j it will gives. And if suppose I am given false, suppose I am given false, means it gives 0.0, only 0j, only 0j it gives. And if suppose I am giving within the double quotes 10, it gives 10 plus 0j. If suppose I am giving 10.5, it will convert 10.5 plus 0j. Like this it will convert. If suppose I am giving 10 in as a string, it will not convert into complex. It gives an error. See here. Complex argument is malformed a string. These kind of things are there in the complex conversion. So here we can create by using complex numbers with real and imaginary part also. The initial one is real part and the second one is imaginary part. You see I am giving complex 2 comma 3. It gives what? 2 plus 3j. Like this it will create. If suppose I am giving true and false instead of in the real part I am giving true and imaginary part I am giving here false. So it gives 1 plus 0j. Our guess is true. And also another type of is there boolean type, and we can convert this boolean type things. So x equal to bool of 0. So it gives what? Bool of 0 means what? Bool of 0 is false. It prints false. Bool of 1 means true. Bool of 1 means true. Bool of 10 means what will get? Any number will get always true only. If suppose I am giving bool of point 0.1, it gives what? It also gives true only. If suppose I am giving bool of -1, so it also give true. So the thing is that only whenever it is there 0, it gives false. Any number either positive or negative, it gives true. See here, I suppose I am given 0 plus 1j, 0 plus 1j, it also gives true. And if suppose I am giving 0 plus 0j, 0 plus 0j, it gives false. Why? Because both are zeros. Bool true and bool false gives true. And bool of empty, bool of, suppose I am giving within this course, you see here, bool true. Bool of true is giving true, and bool of false it gives false. If suppose I'm giving nothing in this bool, we see here it gives nothing. So this type of conversion is called as bool conversion. We can get the bool type of things. So another type we are having string function. So if suppose I am converting this x in 10 into string, what will happen? Let's see. X a string of 10. Print x. It gives 10. And so if suppose I am giving 10.5. So we see here the type of the x, print type of x, and it gives string. So we are converting this 10 into string, which so the x is becoming as a string type of data, string type of variable, and which stores, so whatever the data we are storing in 10, it acts as a string. If suppose see here y equal to str of 30, I'm doing here print of x plus y. What type of output you are expecting here? Guess. 10 plus 30, 40, or what? Guess. Here I'm expecting only 1030. See here. Means this 10 is a string, this 30 is a string, this plus is nothing but concatenation. So print x means it prints 10 and y means it prints 30. Both are concatenated and the value is printing here 1030. So keep in mind when we are doing with the integer values, if it is string or numeric value, we have to check. Otherwise, it will display output like this. So here the data types and their immutability. So here all the data types are immutable. All fundamental data types are immutable. Immutable means it will not be changed. So once we create an object, we cannot perform any changes in the object. If we are trying to change, then with those changes, a new object will be created. So this is non-changeable behavior is called as a immutability. In Python, if new object is required, the Python virtual machine won't create an object immediately. First, it will check any object is available. Means if suppose I am giving x equal to 10, so and y equal to also 10. So it searches for the 10 object and where it is available, and it shows it give the direction to the 10. Means the both address are become here same. This the kind of thing will do Python virtual machine. If it is not available, if means if the 10 is not available, then the new object will be created. The advantage of this approach is the memory utilization and performance will be improved. But the problem in this approach is several references pointing to the same object. Means if suppose I'm giving x equal to 10, y equal to 10, z equal to 10. These are the x and y and z are the references are pointing to the same 10 object. So this is the problem is there. So and if we are allowed to change the content of the existing object, then the remaining references will also affected. If suppose I change it 10 to 20, the remaining also objects also changes here. These are the things are there in the Python. If we are trying to change with those changes, new objects will be created. This is regarding of the Python data types type conversion. So for next we are having some more data types, the remaining 8 data types. We will discuss these data types in the next upcoming lectures. Please subscribe and like for the more Python programming videos. Thank you.